I was standing at the train and I just couldn't get on. Not because I didn't want to. My body just wouldn't move. And I stood there longer than I should have. Watching people go on, watching the door close, like I was waiting for something in me to turn back on. But nothing happened. And that moment stayed with me because it didn't make sense. Because I wanted to change my life. I made plans, I got motivated, and I felt ready. And then something inside me just shuts down. It's like someone pulled the plug. Like I'm not even in control anymore. And I'm standing there thinking, other people can do this, then why can't I? And from the outside, it probably looked like I just gave up. But it never feels like a choice. It feels like something in me just disappears. And for a long time, I thought this meant I was lazy, or weak, or just broken. Because how can you want something so badly and still not do it? How can you care this much and still freeze? And this doesn't just happen once, it happens over and over again. I start something, I feel hopeful, I think this is it. And then a few days later, I can't even continue. And the worst part isn't even stopping, it's what's come later. The overthinking, the guilt, the voice in your head saying you're just making excuses, you're just weak. And you start believing it. Your body feels heavy, your chest feels tight, your brain feels foggy, and you just sit there knowing what you should do, but not being able to move. And that's the part nobody talks about. Because from the outside it's like nothing, but inside it feels like everything is collapsing. And for the longest time, I didn't understand why. Until I started to notice something. It's not that I don't care, it's that I feel too much. Everything feels intense. Pressure, expectation, even small things feel too much. Even replying a message, even starting a task, even opening something I want to do. It can feel overwhelming, and I think that's where it starts. Not with laziness, but with overload. There's actually a word for this. It's called freeze response. Most people know fight or flight. Fight, you push through. Flight, you avoid. Mwah! But freeze is different. Freeze is when your nervous system gets overwhelmed, and instead of pushing forward, it shuts you down. No motivation, no focus, no energy, just stuck. And even if you want to move, and this isn't in your head, your body is literally changing state. Your nervous system is trying to protect you by reducing action. Because somewhere deep inside, it thinks that action is unsafe. Instead of helping you move forward, it presses pause. The problem is that pause can last way longer than it should. And when you don't understand what's happening, you start blaming yourself. You think, why can everyone else do this, but not me? And that thought alone makes your body feel less safe, which makes you shut down even more. It becomes a loop, and the wild part is this isn't even rare. A lot of people live like this, especially if you've been stressing for a long time or if you feel things deeply. Your system just gets tired. And when it gets tired enough, it stops pushing. It freezes. And even people who look like they have everything together have moments where they just disappear. But I don't talk about it. So you sit there thinking you're the only one doing nothing, hating yourself for it, telling yourself you're lazy, while your body is literally shutting down. It's like your body is trying to protect you, but it ends up trapping you instead. And I kept trying to fix it the way everyone else tells you to do. I tried better plans, better routines, more discipline, just be more consistent. But every time I looked at everything that I had to do, I felt the same feeling again. Pressure, too much, shut down. So I would just sit there, staring at the screen, doing nothing, feeling guilty the whole time. And the more I tried to force myself, the worse it got. Because forcing something that feels unsafe just makes your body resist even more. And that is the part I wish someone told me earlier. You don't need more discipline. You need to feel safe enough to move. That changes everything. Because now it's not like, why am I like this? It's about what makes my body feel safe again. So I changed something. Not everything, just something. Instead of trying to fix my whole life, I started doing one small thing. Just one. Even when it felt pointless, even when my brain told me this won't change a thing. I did it anyway. And nothing magical happened at first. It didn't suddenly fix me. I still froze, I still disappeared, but something small started shifting. Because what I didn't understand before is that your brain don't need big changes. It needs small signals that you're safe. And safe doesn't come from pressure. It comes from repetition. From doing something small again and again and again. So when you do something tiny, like opening your laptop, replying to one message, taking one step outside, your brain notices. It goes, okay, we moved, nothing bad had happened, and that creates small release of dopamine, which make it a little easier to move again next time. And this isn't just mindset, it's biological. Your nervous system learns through experience, not pressure. And even in older tradition, people didn't try to fix everything at once. They built rituals because repetition tells body, you're safe. And safety creates movement, not discipline, not motivation, but safety. And that's how you slowly come back. Not all at once, not perfectly, but gradually. Like something in you is turning back on. So if you keep disappearing, I don't think you're lazy. I think your body is overwhelmed. And I think you've been trying to force yourself something that actually needs softness. And I know how frustrating it is because you know what you could be. You can see it, you can almost feel it, and then you just can't reach it. But I don't think that version of you is gone. I think your system just lost your sense of safety. and you're learning how to rebuild it slowly, step by step. And maybe today it's just one small thing. Maybe tomorrow it's just another. And maybe that doesn't look like much, but it counts. It actually counts more than forcing everything at once. Because this time you're not pushing yourself to survive. You're teaching yourself it's safe to live. And you're not the only one who's doing this. I'm doing this too, still, every day. So we're not starting from zero. We're starting from survival. And that's enough. We're still here. Just start small today. That's it.